Welcome, everyone, to Every Strand Counts with me, your host, Dana Wilson. Today is a special edition of our show. Our Inner Circle Spotlight series continues, where we highlight sister lock practitioners who are not just building beautiful businesses, but also transforming lives one strand at a time. And before we dive in, go ahead and hit the share button. Invite fellow locticians, clients, and anyone to the community to share into this conversation. What we're doing today is more than just an interview, it's a moment of recognition and empowerment. And please share, and we'll be right back.
In audio.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Here at Every Strand Counts, we truly believe that every strand counts, right? Every strand, every root, every lesson, every experience, and every legacy makes a difference in our lives. This show is dedicated to showcasing powerful stories from leaders, speakers, authors, and entrepreneurs who are walking in their purpose. And today we turn in the spotlight within. Hair Care's Inner Circle Spotlight series is all about our dedicated, passionate, purpose driven sister lock practitioners and professionals. This series gives our Hair Care's Inner Circle members a platform to share their unique stories, spotlight their business and services, practice showing up confidently in front of the camera, and inspire others by simply being themselves. Because let's be honest, sometimes stepping in the front, right, into visibility can be the hardest part about doing business. But this space is a safe and supportive space, is designed for their growth. And so we are so excited to be moving forward with this series. Today, before we get started, we're going to go to a commercial break from our sponsor, and then we'll dig right in with our featured guest today, which is Symia Curtis. We'll be right back. Hi, I'm Dana Wilson, CEO and Director of Hair Cares Inc. and a certified trichologist. With over 24 years of experience in the Sisterlocks business, I've had the privilege of serving as certified consultant, brand ambassador, evaluator, trainer, and more. Throughout my journey, I've supported Sisterlock practitioners in growing their in-home, salon-based, and mobile businesses. I'm excited to invite you to join the Hair Care's Inner Circle, a private community designed to elevate your Sisterlocks business. Whether you're just starting out, striving for certification, or an experienced professional, the Inner Circle offers a supportive community, technical skills training, leadership development, empowerment, and valuable resources to support your success. Inside the Inner Circle, you'll gain confidence, connect with like-minded women, and be mentored by seasoned professionals who walk the same path. Plus, we offer platforms to showcase your work, unlocking opportunities for growth and success. So, if you're ready to take your business to the next level, enroll in Hair Care's Inner Circle. Go to our website, www.haircaresinc.com. Together, we'll create your next level of natural freedom and success, because every strand counts. All right. So today, our featured Inner Circle member, she exemplifies excellence and have a passion for continual growth. Her dedication and devotion to Sisterlocks' journey is nothing short of inspiring. Symia Curtis is the CEO and certified Sisterlock consultant at Locs of Sunshine. I love that name. She is passionate about helping clients embrace their natural beauty, one lock at a time. And from the first consultation to your finished look, Symia is here to make your hair journey feel personal, empowering, and full of sunshine. So let's invite Miss Symia to the room. Hey, lady.
Hi.
Glad to have you, my lady.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Symia, let's just jump right into it. I want you to share with me, if you don't mind, um, what had you decide to be a Sister Lock consultant?
Well, I've been doing hair for years, and one of the things I had started seeing sister locks on people just in being out, and I would see people and they had sister locks, and I would go to them and talk to them and find out a little information about them or whatever have you. I was just so impressed about how they looked, and
Yes.
the things that you could do with sister locks. So I did my research and I found out that there was classes in Richmond that I could take.
Okay.
And, one of the things that I decided to do on around my birthday time, I found out that they had a class, and, I was like, just pour into yourself,
Okay.
take the class, pour into yourself and just go. And I did. I signed up and I was able to attend the class, and, you know, I just love it. I enjoyed the class, everything that I learned and everything. And I was just so excited because even though I didn't have a Sister Lock client at the time, I was just excited about being able to get the information and possibly, do Sister Locks.
Okay. So did you already have Sister Locks before you took the class?
I didn't.
Oh,
I
wow.
didn't.
Okay.
I
Tell me
didn't have
about
Sister
it.
Locks.
No, you tell me you were so impressed you want to just learn how to do it. Period.
I wanted to learn how to do it. That
Now
was
that's
my
good
goal,
stuff. That's
to
good
learn
stuff.
how to do it. Yes, yes.
Okay. This is
So,
good. This is good.
yes.
So you took the class, you learned how to do it. When did you decide that you wanted them for yourself?
It wasn't until maybe like 2 years later after I had taken the class, I was experiencing things with my hair,
Okay.
and, you know, I was like, I just love the look of them. The versatility.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? You may as well just invest again in myself and
Okay.
because at that time I was doing Sister Locks,
Right.
and everybody would ask me, well, you do Sister Locks but you don't have them.
Yeah.
And I was like, I would tell my clients, you're my walking billboard. But then I told myself, be your own walking billboard, get your hair done. And that's what I did. I made that decision.
Wow,
Yes.
that's different. I love that. That's a different journey. So tell me this. That's really interesting. So you were already doing Sister Locks. You decided 2 years later you had already had a couple of clients, and you
Yes.
decided to get them on your own. So then you got to experience what you were sharing with your clients, because we always say trust the process, right?
Trust the process.
So you had to trust the process. So were you a good client?
Initially I wasn't, because
Okay.
when I got my establishment, what I did, well, before I got the establishment, I actually cut my hair down. I did a big chop.
Okay.
And the look, being used to having like shoulder length hair and
Yes.
going from shoulder length to a big chop, I was like, wow. But then after I got the Sister Locks, I was like, I had to tell myself the same thing: trust the process, trust
Okay.
the process. And I did. And immediately I saw a change in my hair. So I was
Yeah.
in, because it was just growing and doing its own thing, doing what it was supposed to do. So, like,
That's so
great,
cool.
didn't
So
have to worry about getting up in the morning, doing my hair, all
yes,
that
yes.
stuff. Like, yes,
So did that make you a better consultant once you got Sister Locks?
it did. It
Okay.
did. It did, because I was actually, everything that I learned, I was
Mhm.
able to apply to myself. But
Yeah.
at the same time, the things that I was telling my clients, I had to start doing those things as well.
Okay.
So yes, it did. It really did help me to get them to understand how important it is to braid and band,
Mhm.
shampooing. How often are you shampooing?
Mhm.
And then just, you know, experiencing it myself, doing all the things that I told them to do.
Right.
And, sometimes they would tell me little things, and I'm like, oh, I see what you mean now. I see what
Yeah.
you mean, because at first I wasn't experiencing it. But
Right.
yeah,
Right. That's so cool. I
yeah,
love that because you don't have to have sister locks, obviously, to be a practitioner, right?
right.
So it's really interesting to see that you did the journey a different kind of way. Now, considering the fact that you didn't have sister locks when you became a consultant, um, how did you get that first client to trust you?
Well, actually, my first client was a family member.
Okay.
Like beforehand, before Sister Locks, I was known for braiding hair.
Okay.
So I had her confidence because I told her that I was going to take the class. And my cousin told me, she said, well, I'm going to wait for you to take the class because I want Sister Locks. I was very nervous.
Okay.
And I told her that I was like, I don't know if I'm ready. And
Yeah.
she told me, she said, you're ready. You're
Mm.
ready. And I trust you because I know what you've done in the past. And
Okay.
I know you can do it again. So she, it was kind of like she forced me because I was
Yeah.
pushing her off. But yeah, eventually she was like, no, we're going to schedule a date and this is when you're going to do it. And I did it.
I love
Yes.
that. That is so super cool. I always tell consultants that I work with, share with your friends and families because they are your first. Usually, I mean, in some cases, the family will trust you first
Right. Yeah.
for
Yeah.
anyone else. So that's really great. Now, okay, so you had a client. What what did you experience any challenges with your business when you first started out?
When I first started out, the challenges that I faced was setting boundaries.
Okay.
Um, I was always making myself available to, my clients and everything. And I'm like, sometimes you might have to tell somebody no, or because I was scheduling at the time and currently now, I work a full time job.
Okay.
So my time was very limited,
Okay.
and sometimes if I wanted to spend time with my family on the weekends,
Hmm.
or, I was always doing hair. So I had to start setting boundaries,
Okay.
for myself. Yes.
That's so good
Yes.
because this hair thing is a huge thing for women, right? And
Yes.
so it can totally get out of hand because I mean, obviously you have a skill set and others want it. So we absolutely have to set a schedule so that we can manage this business within, our personal lives. So I'm glad you shared that because a lot of consultants don't consider this when they first get started. They're just happy to get started. And
Right.
we're people pleasers, right? And so we don't realize that we need to set boundaries so that we can have a personal life.
Yes.
A
Yes.
personal life too. So how did you reel that in, Symia? How did you reel that in?
It took me a long time.
Okay.
It took me a long time, because I'm that person that is always helping other people or doing things for other people, so it was actually hard.
Mm-hmm.
Now I transitioned to knowing how to do it better
Mm-hmm.
when I started taking the inner circle course.
Good stuff. Good
When
stuff.
I joined the inner circle team,
Yeah.
it allowed me to hear things that other consultants were going through,
Yeah.
and just learning how to how to say no sometimes, or I mean just setting boundaries, for yourself, how important it is to also take care of yourself, because you do want to take care of everybody, but you have to take care of yourself as well.
Absolutely.
So when it came down to my friends and coming to their appointment 2 and 3 hours late, and I'm just like, okay, no, 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 this
That's
can't happen. Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad you're sharing that because we really do have to set the boundaries because we don't need to forget about our self-care, right? And
Right.
especially if
Yes.
you're working a full-time job, right? You need to get home, get yourself together before you're dealing with clients. And then the weekend is would be typically your free time you are having clients. So we definitely need to set boundaries and policies and
Yes.
procedures and things of that nature so the clients know I'm available from this time. Your appointment starts at this time,
Yes.
that kind of thing. So it that can be really challenging, and I'm glad you are trying to find or you have found some balance with that. But on a positive note,
hmm
what did you enjoy most about being a sister lock consultant?
Just being able to help the clients, answer their questions, learn about hair, see the different. I tell everybody, your sister locks is not going to look like her sister locks. You
Mhm.
know, it's all based on your hair texture,
Yeah.
all of that. I mean, just in I have a lot of clients that they would tell me, my hair, when I was wearing my hair out before I got the sister locks, my hair would only grow a certain length. And
Yeah.
now look at it, so to see that, to see
Mhm.
them go from one stage to the next stage and their locks flourish, and oh my goodness, it's just amazing, And like I said, everybody's locks are different. So, I see a lot variety of different things. So, and now to embark on learning more about holistic hair care.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, because, you know, everything on the hair it's internal.
Mhm.
So, just to be able to learn different things and the questions that I get from my clients, and, being able to assist them with whatever their hair care need is.
Mhm, mhm. I love that. Getting into the hair loss or hair growth industry is very exciting and obviously is a true need at this time because people are experiencing hair loss and they don't know why. And we definitely, being a practitioner, being a hair practitioner in general, we really do need to arm ourselves with that information so that we can support the clients. So
Yes.
good on you for hearing the call and actually being willing to step up and be a part of the support for those folks.
Yes.
Symia, you have a beautiful display back there with Sister Lock products and stuff.
Oh, thank
Um,
you.
Tell me about your location because I know a little bit about you, but I want the world to know how about your beautiful space that you have. So, where did you start off servicing your clients?
I have always been an at-home consultant,
Okay.
and I'm currently still at home in my
Okay.
own little space.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yes.
so you have your little she shed back there, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
I
My
love,
little
I love,
studio.
I love that. I love that.
Thank you.
Because some people feel a type of way about servicing clients in their home, but they don't have to stay there, right? We
Right.
can expand, right? And your
Exactly.
expansion, which is a beautiful space. Now
Thank
you
you.
have a studio in your backyard, right?
Yes, in my backyard.
So that it is a sacred private place and I'm sure your clients truly enjoy that, don't they?
Yes, yes,
Good stuff.
yes.
I love that. Tell me about the name Locks of Sunshine because it's super cute. How did you come up with that?
Well, me and sunshine, that has been my thing for years.
Okay.
So when I was growing up, everybody said my name wrong. Well, most people, they didn't know how to pronounce my name. And I used to tell my mother, like, um, if I could change my name, I would like my name to be Sunshine. But the funny thing about it is when I meet people, they always tell me, oh, you have this glow about you. You're like a ray of sunshine.
Hey.
So the first client that I had outside of my family and friends, when I finished her establishment, she sent me a text message
Mm-hmm.
and she said, I'm loving my locks of sunshine.
Oh,
And I was like, that's it, because I had been trying to figure out how I was going to play this
yeah,
sunshine into the name of the
yeah,
business. And when she said that, I was like, that's confirmation. That's it. Locks of sunshine. There it is. And sunshine can mean anything. It could be a color, it could be a
right.
feeling. And just, I mean, I see beautiful locks all the time, and it's like, oh, they're glowing. So that's sunshine.
I
It's
like
like,
that.
yes,
I,
yes,
I really, really do like that. I love to hear the stories of where the names, the origin of the story around the names of people business. That's real special right there. Especially
yes.
because you already had told your mom about, maybe your name should be Sunshine.
Yes, 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 yes.
That's super cute. Samir, what would you tell a new consultant that just took the Sister Lock class? What would be one thing that you would share with them, that what you know now kind of thing, right? Because obviously you're growing your business, you're getting continued education, you definitely moved on and got certified, which is a huge
Yes.
deal. What would you share with a person who's just fresh out of the Sister Lock training? Um, what would you share with those people?
Well, my biggest thing was after I took the Sister Lot class,
Mhm.
I felt like I needed guidance.
Okay.
Um, and I think that if anybody could find some mentor, um, but you have to have confidence in yourself too. You
Yes.
know, um, it's not just taking the class, it's executing, doing the work, finding that first client. And I think it is very important to have someone that you can call, or some type of mentor program like your inner circle program, that someone can join to assist them through the process, because I did not have any guidance and I was just out there.
Mm-hmm.
But joining your course, it has enhanced me, and, I mean, just it has elevated my business,
Mm-hmm.
the way that it should go. Because all of that is important. You have to mind your business.
Right.
Yes, you
Yeah.
have to mind your business. Not only do the work, but then if you have a question, you have someone that you can ask questions to.
Mhm.
So that's one of the biggest things that I would say. If you want to take the class, if you do take the class and you're fresh out of that class, and you know, find you a mentor. Find
That's
you a mentor.
That's right. Having somebody of support is really important in most industries, right? So
Yes,
someone can kind of guide you so that you won't make the mistakes, make some mistakes that you don't have to, because you have somebody kind of guiding you
exactly.
along the way that's been there, done that kind of thing. So
Yes.
good on you for seeking support and continue education. That is a characteristic or action of a leader, right?
Yes.
When you identify where you might be need some support or you're weak in the area and you go seek help, that is a leader. Straight
Yeah.
up, that's a leader. So tell me, because you're doing great things, right? What is success for you around your Sister Locks business? So, because I know you already shared, you still work a full-time job. So, is that the plan for the future? What do you see for your business long term?
Um, what I see for myself is to possibly retire from working full time and doing Sister Locks full time, being able to assist my clients and just being there for my clients, learning all that I can. If they have any questions or they have, you know, issues, I want to be able to service them,
That's good.
service them in any way I possibly can, because I actually enjoy what I do. Even though I'm doing it on a part-time basis right now, but I really enjoy Sister Locks, and I really enjoy being able to help my clients, support them through on their journey.
That's good stuff. And adding that hair growth, I say always say hair growth, hair loss, because people relate to it as hair loss. But if you're in the support business, you're going to be helping them with the growth, right?
Yeah.
So adding that to your service menu will definitely help you with the success that you've shared by even being able to support them even more. So good on you for deciding to go down that journey.
Yes.
Now,
Thank you.
how can people now we didn't say now we didn't talk about all of the things, but we didn't say where you're located.
I am located in the Richmond, Virginia area.
Okay, okay, good stuff. And tell me how, if someone, are you accepting new and transfer clients, my lady?
Yes, I'm accepting new and transfer clients.
And so how would one get in touch with you if they wanted you as their consultant?
Well, they can reach me on Instagram,
Mhm,
Locs of Sunshine
mhm.
5. That's me on Instagram. Or you can give me a call at 804-316-9239.
Perfect. So if
Yes.
you're watching, folks, contact Symia if you're looking for a consultant in the Richmond, Virginia area. Her information is right there. I love it. I love it. I'm so excited for you for putting in the work. Okay.
Thank you.
Because, like you said, you got to mind your business. It's not just about the doing of Sister Locks, it's about the business part and putting those boundaries in place, sharing your procedures and policies with your client so that you can also have a personal
Yes. Yes.
personal life.
Yes.
But thank you so much for joining us, taking time out of your busy schedule. I so appreciate it, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
See you later. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for um, partaking in this conversation with me and Symia Curtis. She is a certified Sister Lock consultant. Her business is called Locs of Sunshine. She is in the Richmond, Virginia area. So if you're looking for a consultant, she's telling us that she is accepting new and transfer clients. So please contact her. And if you're interested in connecting with me or staying connected with me, please go to my website. It's www.haircaresinc.com. Join some of my Facebook groups, the Sister Lock Society, Trico Sister Locks, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is haircaresinc.com. Or give me an email. If you're interested in being part of our private community, Inner Circle, I welcome you with open arms so that will continue with growing your business or just being able to have someone to talk to about some things off of. So please stay in touch and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.